Our Earth Matters coverage turns to a major energy crisis affecting millions of people's livelihoods in South Africa. Widespread blackouts can cost the country's economy up to $284 million every day. But the energy shortages are also spurring a new generation of entrepreneurs. With plenty of sunshine each year, those entrepreneurs are creating a $19 billion solar power industry. Debora Patta is just outside Cape Town with how this could be a model for other countries in Africa. Debora, good morning.
Good morning. I'm here in Franschhoek, home to wine and fruit farms like this one, powered by a floating solar plant, just one of the many responses to South Africa's energy shortage. The government is battling to keep the lights on here. A decade of mismanagement and corruption has left the national grid close to collapse, regularly plunging much of the nation into darkness. Increasingly, renewable energy is being seen as the answer to the problem. One thing South Africa has a lot of is sunshine. 2,500 hours a year on average, according to the Weather Bureau, and that makes it ideal for the country's solar power revolution. A revolution led by a younger generation who has no allegiance to old ways of doing things.
For our generation, climate change is obvious. We not only experience it, but we're not threatened by what it means in terms of changing the ways of doing business in order to respond to that.
Famani Tembi is a co-founder of Pele, a company committed to building renewable energy plants across Africa. Their plant at Toes River near Cape Town contributes enough energy to power 36,000 households. It's cheap, it's clean, and unlike coal, in endless supply.
I think it's time, it's history, and perhaps, you know, it's also an opportunity for us to finally get on a development path that is sustainable as the African continent.
Pele has given the residents here a 5% stake in their company, and it also provides electricity to this local school. Most of the kids here have grown up only knowing solar energy. It not only powers their school, but provides them with hidden educational benefits. They've cut their electricity bill by half, a huge saving for a school servicing an impoverished community. It's not only good for the school, and cheaper, but it's also clean, right?
It's really clean electricity, no pollution. And it really only uses the sun.
Can you see Nigeria? These 10-year-old students agree.
It is pretty mind-blowing because it looks like just windows, but it's actually like just a generator. It makes its own power from the sun. And it's that power that could ensure the survival of South Africa's internationally renowned wine country. Here in Franschhoek, the switch to solar has been born out of necessity. On the back of more than 3 years of drought, the constant power outages have had a dire effect on the farming industry. This 300-year-old fruit farm uses only renewable energy. Can I taste it? There you go. Farmer Frans van der Merwe says it was cheaper to build this floating solar farm, a continental first, than plant more orchards.
We have taken so much from this earth, so I think it's time that we give something back.
Giving back in a way that's good for business and good for planet Earth. For these young people, solar is just the beginning. Innovation is ongoing, they tell us, and will lead to solutions we cannot even begin to imagine right now. Norah?
Fascinating, Debora Patta. There are some places here in the United States where laws have been passed requiring solar by a certain date.
Yeah, and you can see it's clearly working there.
Yeah.